Hello, everybody. Welcome back. The tournament is well and truly underway. Wouldn't you say so, Kevin?
Heck yeah, man.
We got some matches in the books. We got some matches already aired. And now we've got another great one for you. Bros of Prey versus FalconZoid. We got Bros of Prey on one hand. Some seasoned players teaming up for the first time. Alex Martinez and Ryan Payne. Now, these are some heavyweight, heavy hitters already been versed in the TeaMGeek world. Now they're teaming up for the first time, taking on a new team, Kevin Moreno and Sam Wilson, FalconZoid. Kevin Moreno, who did really well in last year's TeaMGeek free-for-all, right? And then Sam Wilson, a new commodity. Let's talk to the newer team of the two first. Why don't you bring him in here, Kevin, if you like?
Absolutely.
FalconZoid. Let's see him. Let's hear from him.
Where's my? Oh, there he is. Yeah.
They were kind of forced for this name, so I hope.
Listen, I actually think that the name works out well. I like FalconZoid. I think it works out. Kind of the superhero who happens to have my name. And, kind of combined with the Freakazoid. Yes, I love it. So
I'll be honest, I only just got that.
Yeah.
I'm a bit slow to the races.
Would you have gotten that question correctly? What's the Falcons alter ego?
I'm not playing today, which is
right. Yeah. He's Captain America now, technically.
I have not seen the show, and I also see Kevin brought his trusty manager.
Yes,
that's good. So it's all three united.
Yes.
How you guys feeling today?
Really well. I'm hoping this time the wheel is nice to me because last season, it for some reason kept obsessing with me by saying, "Hey, here, take Wizarding World. Hey, oh, did you want that? Hey, try again. I'm like, I'm hoping this one will be more nicer.
Yeah, the wheel is a fickle mistress, so.
Yeah, and I'm just curious to see what the kind of chemistry is between Kevin and I because we haven't played before, but we kind of were talking in DMs, and yeah, we feel like we're gonna make a good team, but we'll see how it works out. So I'm excited to see how the dynamic works.
In other words, I know some people will figure out what I'm gonna say. It's how will we coexist?
Exactly.
How will they coexist? I'm also really excited to find out. Especially against this other team. Kevin, why don't you bring them in, see what they have to say? I'm sure they'll have some choice words for their opponents today. It's Alex Martinez, Ryan Payne.
It's funny, I thought this team had a manager, but I don't think they could use a spokesperson.
No, I mean,
I doubt we need somebody on our corner.
I don't think so. I mean, you're looking at two of the most experienced players that can be found in TeaMG. You're looking at what is effectively just a few of the members of the old guard. I mean, I've known Ryan for 4 or 5 years now, and we go way back. Ryan handed me my first loss. So why not go back to that old well? Why not go back to someone that, I mean, he's beat me, I've beaten him. That's all good. Fair games, every single one of them. Why not team up? I mean, my usual partners were taken, I suppose.
And so why not the people I actually wanted to play with teamed up with others. And I had a couple people on my list. I was surprised Alex reached out to me because I naturally assumed he had somebody already in mind. So when he reached out, I'm like, you know what? This sounds good. So I figured, I mean, so far, TeaMG, I'm like back and forth here. Days you'll see me dominate, other days you'll see me trip up. Apple, you know that for experience. So I'm thinking for this team tournament, we go in here, we look to have some fun, and after all, I mean, there's no title to win after this. It's just for our knowledge, bragging rights, and I don't know, possibly some cool prizes. So it feels like the bar trivia.
Some would say bragging rights, the most important prize you can win in online trivia. So I'm excited to have you guys here as a team. You look ready. And let's just answer some silly questions, have some fun. Kevin, you ready to get this started?
I am more than ready. Let's go ahead and bring in your opponents. I'll rearrange everybody on the wheel or on the slab here.
That's looking slick. Right on. Okay, guys, we will play 3 rounds of TeaMGeek trivia today. Round number 1 will start as follows. In round number 1, you will get 10 different questions in 10 different TeaMGeek categories. Question will be worth 1 point a piece. If you happen to hit all 10 questions in round number 1, you will be issued a bonus question worth an additional 1 point. Now, please, as I ask the question, write down the answer on your board. When your name is said, reveal your answer and say it out loud. Guys, there are 3 repeats per match, 1 challenge, and, hands on screen, and good luck to you all.
I actually have a very quick question. Is it repeats and 1 challenge per team or per individual? Per team. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right.
Sound good?
So that's it. Any questions, guys?
No, I feel like that was the question.
Yes.
All right. Kevin's lagging a bit, so I will just start off with question number 1. And Kevin, you just jump in whenever you feel like. All right. Question number 1 in round number 1 comes in the category of the DCEU. In Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, who says the line, "Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman"? Character name, please. And now DCEU might confuse some people. Worlds of DC, it gets called a number of different monikers. How do you refer to these questions yourself, Kevin?
Now that the Flash is coming out, Flashpoint.
Is it though? Is it coming out?
Is it though? Right. I think I'm gonna have to.
That's how I feel with most of these movies. Is it coming out?
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Alex, I'll start with you.
Perry White.
I'll go over to Sam Wilson.
Perry White.
Ryan Esquire.
If Flash does come out, I'm only watching to support the crew and the supporting cast. Perry White.
And Kevin.
I'm going to try to see it no matter what, even though I've never been a fan of Flash as a superhero at all. Perry White.
All righty. Yeah, clean sweep on the first question here. I like that. Good energy. My Kevin, you go ahead.
All right, your Kevin will take it away with Wizarding World. Wizarding World. What kind of creature is Puckett in the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them? It's Pickett. I'm sorry, Pickett.
Is it? Oh, did I spell it wrong?
No.
Who knows, bro? It's creatures.
Yeah.
You got any weird creatures lurking in your house, Kevin?
Just my cat. That is he's very weird though. I don't.
Okay.
I'm not,
I was a little scared of where that sentence was going, to be honest.
I'm not looking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
I was like, don't say it. Don't say it.
We'll We'll go to Sam.
It's possible I made this up. I wrote Sprig.
Okay, and Ryan.
He's a Bowtruckle.
Alex.
Bowtruckle.
And Kevin.
A lock-picking creature.
Yeah, but it is a Bowtruckle. That is the answer we were looking for.
Again, I challenge the
actually
concept of acknowledging the Fantastic Beasts as a series at all. I challenge that. It doesn't exist to me.
It's going to be a
Question
long tournament.
number 3. We'll take that challenge not into consideration.
Yeah,
Question number 3 in my new category of Femme Fatale. Who directed Atomic Blonde? Oh, this is very straightforward questions. Get the juices flowing.
No,
Did you see this movie, Kevin? Did you like it without giving anything away about the direction?
I did. Maybe I should. Yes, I did. I like this one. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down.
All righty. I will start with Ryan at the bottom over there.
I think I messed up the last name. I wrote Karen Kursama.
Move over to FalconZoid.
Mispronounced it. David Leach.
Then go to Ryan. Go to Alex. I'm sorry. Go to Alex.
Didn't have it.
And Sam.
I said David Leach.
David Leach. There you go. They tie it up. 4-4. Very
And
nice.
FalconZoid and FalconZoid.
I was thinking of Aeon Flux. Ugh.
Yes, you are.
All right, moving on to
Moving on to
What?
question number 4.
in Thor Ragnarok. Where did Thor and Loki first meet Hela?
I will repeat that real quick. It is in the category of planets and locations. In Thor Ragnarok, where do Thor and Loki first meet Hela? Now, Kevin, I don't like these other guys don't know this, but I might have mixed some stuff up here in round 1 in terms of like the numbering. We'll just go ahead as it
It's
goes.
all right.
Yeah?
We'll just take
Slight oversight. This is just between you and me. They don't need to know about this.
How specific
Sure.
is this answer going to be, by the way?
country.
Relatively broadly,
That'll do.
2, 1, pins down.
planet
Pins
Earth
down.
will not be.
Right. All right, so let's go. I'm not sure where we're starting, but we'll start with Kev.
Start.
My guess was Iceland.
Close. Brian.
I said Norway.
Alex.
Norway.
And Sam.
Norway.
Kevin just
Ooh.
going counterclockwise on you guys just to keep you on your toes over there.
Correct. Sorry about that, guys.
Question number 5 in mixed bag movies is your 5th question, halfway through round 1. In Mystery Men, what does Hank Azaria's Blue Raja use to fight with? What does he use?
Oh, I like this question.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Do you like the movie?
I love this movie. Yeah.
I really enjoy this movie as well. Yeah, for sure.
What a cast.
It's one of those gems that I'd never heard about before I started doing this whole TeaMGeek adventure with you.
Same. I didn't stumble up on it until I came into a Geek League. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pins down.
Alrighty, we're back up top with Alex.
Set a bowling ball.
Sam Wilson.
I said spoons.
Ryan.
I like to see him versus the incredibly slow creature with the ineffective tool, forks.
And Kevin.
I also had down forks.
Now, forks was the initial answer, but then I watched some scenes back. He does occasionally throw spoons, so spoons will also be accepted.
I don't know. That's his primary weapon, though. But I mean,
I feel like
I
Ted
understand
Ryan did
watching
wrong,
the does use utensils, but oh wait, I mean,
Did everyone hit Apple?
No, Alex missed
No,
it.
I missed
and
it.
then Sam said spoons, where he
But it's allowed.
in general he uses forks, but then there's scenes where he uses spoons and he gets like called out on it, like, yo, what's going on with these spoons? So it does actually happen in the movie. I have it here as spoon/silverware also accepted.
These are the accepted answers, by the way.
That's fine.
So accepted answers would have been spoons or silverware. Any type of silverware. FalconZoid
Damn
is
I should have pointed the tip at that point.
8.
You know what?
7.
Yeah.
All right, we got it.
I'm not going to challenge my own answer.
Because I love that movie.
All right.
Kevin, we're on the same team.
No, I was about to say, I could put a mad action, but I was like, no, I don't know. It's confusing to begin with.
I have these guys at 7-7 right now, tied up. As we move into question number 6.
Thank you.
Yes,
I
sir.
apologize.
Question number 6. Star Trek. Star Trek. What is the Vulcan name for a soul? Now, I appreciate that we really want to get these answers. Please don't hate me for writing the questions.
Hey man,
Well, it's not the
welcome to my
question,
life
the
for the
answer.
last 2 years. You're gonna be.
All right,
Don't worry. We blame the mystery man writers.
that works.
5,
The director has a weird ass name.
3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Sam Wilson.
I say Katra.
Go to Ryan.
Katra.
I will go to Kevin.
A swell.
Nice. And Alex.
Tetra.
And Bros and Prey take the lead again. 1 point lead. It was Katra. Any spelling is acceptable.
Okay, good.
You got the pronunciation down, so I mean, yeah, it's still allowed. I'd still take it.
All right, Kevin, you want to go with the next one?
Yes, sir.
That'll be question number 7.
All right, so
Just
it's
on the
9-8. Bros of
9 to
Prey.
8.
9 to 8. All right. So looking at the next question is the Transformers. In which Transformers film will you find a Decepticon assassin named Laserbeak?
I'm sorry, Kevin. You were cutting out for me a little bit. I only heard half of the question.
Well, if you want to read it.
Go ahead. Yeah. I'll read it. All right. In Transformers. In which Transformers movie will you find a Decepticon assassin named Laserbeak? Pretty dumbass name.
I know. Yeah. He probably has a laser on his beak.
Who knows?
Still unoriginal.
That is, see, you just made the cardinal mistake of thinking that anything in these movies makes sense. It really doesn't. It really does not. It is just a grab bag of random shit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down.
Start with Ryan.
I guess the Dark of the Moon.
Kevin.
Transformers Dark of the Moon.
Alex.
I said Dark of the Moon.
And Sam.
I said Transformers: The Last Night.
It was the Dark of the Moon. So 3 of you guys got it. Good job.
Okay. I swear those movies really start to blend together.
I don't want to qualify these movies. They're all equally terrible in some way.
I
Outside of
like
Bumblebee.
some of them.
Outside of Bumblebee, those movies start to blend.
Oh, Bumblebee's awesome. I don't count Bumblebee
Yeah.
as a example. Question number 8. In movie release dates, what year saw the release of both a DCEU movie and a Middle Earth movie? There you go. A bit of a thinker.
No, right? You gotta give them a couple extra seconds on this.
Yeah, for sure. Why not?
Yeah, it'd be nice.
We'll be here all night. It's not like I have to go to bed. I'll just casually sip my beer.
There you go.
Yeah, movie release dates. One of my
4,
favorite cats.
3, 2, 1. Pens
I'll be
down.
starting off with Kevin the FalconZoid over here.
2013.
Go to Alex.
I heard the question wrong. 78.
Sam Wilson.
2013.
And Ryan.
2013.
It was 2013. Good job.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat? Could you repeat the question for me? Just
What year saw the release of both a DCEU movie and a Middle Earth movie?
I heard DC. Excuse me.
Yeah, I just didn't hear the extra two.
FalconZoid only 1 point down from Bros of Prey.
Yes. Very tight game. Love this.
Going into question
Tight round
number
one is always fun. Your second to last question, because that's how I say that. In Star Wars, what is the name of Rose's sister in Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi? I don't have any sisters. I got a little brother. He was just here. Just had a family dinner. It was cool. It was good fun. My brother also a huge movie geek. Just not. I couldn't get him into this.
If you just say any Star Wars movie and then just say the good one and then just see how many people come at you.
Well,
I'm gonna take a repeat for FalconZoid.
A repeat over there. In Star Wars, what was the name of Rose's sister in Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi? Any controversial opinions notwithstanding.
You go on Reddit, Twitter, and TikTok. They're everywhere.
I'll just throw one out here for you. I think Star Trek movies are a lot better than Star Wars movies.
Oh, snap.
Ooh.
Damn.
Oh my God.
War was declared.
All right, let's get this jabroni out of here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
All right. I'll start with Alex.
Page.
Go to Sam.
I couldn't pull it. I just wrote Tico, which I know is their last name.
That's the last name. Ryan.
Yeah, Paige Tico.
And Kevin.
I had Mara.
Right on. Yeah. Unfortunately, Tico, not the name we were looking for.
Yeah.
But at least part of the name we were looking for. Paige
Always
was
easy for me
correct.
to remember because as a wrestling fan, woman, if you're wrestling.
What did you write, Kevin?
I wrote down Mara.
Mara.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure. I just didn't see it.
That character's not canon yet, Kevin.
Yeah.
Your 10th and final question in round 1. In Marvel, who plays Victor Von Doom in Tim Story's Fantastic Four movies?
I'm sorry, what? I didn't hear the name.
I got you. Who plays Victor Von Doom in Tim Story's Fantastic Four movies?
It sounded like you were saying Dichter, so I was like, wait, who's Dichter?
Blame the accent, buddy.
I was gonna
No.
say.
I don't think it's the. Maybe it was just the way the question was typed out or written down. Like, I don't know. Or it's just my internet. It may just skip when you were saying the name.
Awesome.
You are looking a little hazy. I've seen you look better.
1.
First of all,
Pins down.
I need to boot up my I need a new laptop. No, or a better camera.
That's good. Alrighty. We're going over to Sam for his answer first.
It's driving me crazy because I know that I scribbled down Patrick Dempsey, but no.
Sort of looks like him. Ryan.
Got the similar jaw lines. I just remember him from the 90s version of Charmed, Julian McMahon.
Kevin.
I went with the other Fantastic Four, Toby Kebbell.
That is the other Fantastic Four. And Alex.
Julian McMahon.
There you go. Bros of Prey it was very tight for a lot of that round 1, but Bros of Prey did take a bit of a lead there at the end. We had 16 to 11. Is that what you have?
It is
Looks
what
like
I have,
that's
sir.
because that's what it says down at the bottom.
Those last 2 really kind of swung it into their favor. So let's go ahead and move into
no perfect rounds. So we will go to round number 2.
Yay, we're not perfect.
Nobody's perfect. In round number 2, the competitors will spin a wheel to see what category they will be answering questions from. If you don't like what you spin on your first try, you can opt to go a second time. Whatever you spin then, you will be forced to stick with. When you spin a category, you get 5 questions. Each question will be worth 2 points unless you opt to go to multiple choice. Moves it down to 1 point. But be aware, the other team, they want your points. They want to steal your points. So whenever you get it wrong, they want to steal. The team in the lead, which is, as of now, Bros of Prey. Would you guys like to spin first or second? Kevin, bring that gorgeous wheel up so I can read off these categories for these guys.
Yes, sir. I will do that. All right. And
These categories today, guys, are, I'll just read them off here, I guess. Or there. All right, I'll read them off here. Animated Geek, Marvel, Directors and Composers, Superman, MCU, Middle Earth, Movie Release Dates, and Spider-Man. And guys, there's also spinners and opponent's choice lurking on that wheel. What would you guys like to do? Spin first or second?
Ryan, what are you thinking?
Well, this honestly, this wheel doesn't hurt us, and
I don't think so.
part of me kind of wants to go first, just so we can have a relaxed time on their turn. But if you want to defer, then I have no problem with it.
No, let's do it. Let's spin first. Let's see what happens.
Okay,
They're going
we're gonna
first.
go first.
I like it.
All right, you guys are going to spin first.
Taking the
And
initiative.
I'm going to wait for this this ad to pop up because I know that'll slow it down. And here we go. Here's your first
Go,
spin.
guys. It is an ad for unlimited internet at home. Something Kevin might want to look into. No, I'm kidding.
I think we all wanted that.
I knew I was going to probably break it, but there you go. Your first spin ends up as directors and composers.
Oh, really?
Because it
Wow,
didn't
it
get
moved.
moved.
It didn't look like it moved at all.
I promise that's fine.
All right.
Okay.
There you go. We gotta keep this spinning.
Do you feel confident about the data, or do you want to spin again? And
I'm honestly, it's 50-50 for me on that data. If you feel super confident in this, I know I can definitely back you up with this category. But if you feel
we
like
can
you
always
wanna
multiple
collaborate
choice
more,
it. We know what the
definitely
math we know what the math works out to be. Worst case scenario, we multiple choice it, and it's a tie game if they sweep, right?
True. Yeah, it is.
All right, let's just keep it.
Okay.
Testing
yeah,
their
we're
metal in directors and composers. I like that.
We'll stop sharing that.
Okay.
All righty, directors and composers. Hey, Kev, you want me to just run through these questions?
Absolutely, sir. Because I know
I
my
got-
internet is not the best right now.
All righty, guys, you will have to make do with my smooth, buttery voice. Question number 1 in directors and composers. Chuck Russell directed what 90s comic book movie?
Chuck Russell.
Chuck Russell.
The movie that pops up in my mind is The Mask,
Maybe
but then there's also Dick Tracy, because I know he didn't do The Phantom or The Shadow. So
it's
that
not.
those
It's
two.
not Dick Tracy because Dick Tracy.
It's not the
was more
teenage.
dated.
Mutant, it's not any of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Repeat the question.
All right,
Okay. First repeat.
your first repeat. Chuck Russell directed what 90s comic book movie?
Yeah, honestly,
No.
the more I'm thinking about it, I do believe it is The Mask.
Do you want to check down, or do you want to just shoot for it and just see what happens?
I'm willing to bite the bullet on this one,
Okay.
so I'll take this hit. If I'm wrong,
Chaos
then
Crew.
Four.
The
Good.
Mask. Final answer.
That is correct. Good job.
Well done.
No binding bullets today. Not yet. We'll see what happens.
Not yet. Not yet.
Question number 2. Name a geek movie that was directed and composed, at least partly, by the same person.
Oh.
Direct and composed. This is where horror would fall in, because then it'd be much easier to find it. Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to
With-
check down? Because
Yeah, because there's 2 directors I'm thinking of.
yeah.
Four.
Let's check down to multiple choice, please.
All right, multiple choice you shall have. Is it A, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, B, Wanted, C, Mystery Men, or D, Sin City?
Oh, it could be Sin City because Robert Rodriguez.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go. Yeah. Let's go with that. Sin City.
All right. Sin City. Final answer.
That is correct, and it was Robert Rodriguez. Good job. Question number 3. How many Star Trek movies were directed by a cast member?
So,
It's
Frakes.
Leonard Nimoy.
yeah.
Oh,
Frakes,
by cast member. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Nimoy, Shatner.
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
That's it. So 3.
Yeah, that's it. 3.
Okay. 3. Final answer.
That is incorrect, I'm afraid. So I'll go over to the other team. I'll repeat the question for you guys. How many Star Trek movies were directed by a cast member?
Okay, so it's Search for Spock, Voyage Home, Final Frontier, First Contact, and Insurrection. I believe is 5, unless I forgot one.
I'm good with 5. I'm good with 5.
5 final answer.
That is correct. You had the number of directors, it's not the number of
question.
movies.
Yeah.
We both misunderstood the question that time, right?
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's a 2-point steal for FalconZoid over there. As we move into question number 4, what was the first MCU movie that Michael Giacchino composed the score for?
Michael Giacchino probably would have come in around the time of Ant-Man, right?
No, Ant-Man was somebody else. I think it's
you say Doctor Strange because I think that might be right.
Yeah, he composed Doctor Strange. Ant-Man was a different person.
Go for it.
Doctor Strange, final answer.
That works. That is correct. Good job. 2 more points bouncing back after that steal. And your 5th and final question in this round. Blade director Stephen Norrington also directed what other comic book movie?
Stephen Norrington.
Okay, I'm between Daredevil and Ghost Rider.
I don't know that it's either one. Do you want to check down just to?
Yeah, we'll split this. I should have gone
multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is it A, Red, B, R.I.P.D., C, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, or D, Spawn?
Is it
It's
League?
the League of Yes,
Yeah.
it's the League.
Go ahead.
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, final answer.
That is correct. I believe
it's a
you
movie.
were thinking of Mark Steven Johnson. Right?
Yeah, that is it.
Yes, that's correct. That's the one I'm thinking of.
They do get some good points out of that round, up to 22 now. But the other team with a 2-point steal, up to 13. Anyone's game still. That's what we like to see. As we move into the spin of FalconZoid, Kevin, bring it up.
All right, let me get that wheel back up.
Gorgeous wheel that we made, special for this match.
Special for this match, that's right.
Of course.
Here it is. And let me sit here for 1 second so that way it doesn't geek out. All right, everybody ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
All right, hopefully you actually see it spin this time. All right, here we go. Everything's good but directors and composers.
It's spinning.
It's actually going round and round.
Oh, there we go, okay. And it lands on Marvel films.
Marvel.
Non-MCU.
What do you think, Kevin? I know that we also have Spider-Man on the wheel, so I don't know if Spider-Man's going to show up in this or not. If there's another slice for it, or
I'm pretty confident in this. There might be a few small guys, but I think
how are you on movies like Ghost Rider or like Elektra and stuff? Because like those are the ones that could be bad for me, but.
I'm familiar with them.
Okay. If you feel good, like I feel like I can back you up because like I know X-Men well. Like there's ones in there that I know pretty well, but so if you feel good, I feel like we can go.
All right. Dig it.
Yeah, we'll stick.
All right, let's keep it one. I like this. These guys
Sounds good.
keeping their first spins as we go. Appreciate
Sounds
it.
good. All right.
Alrighty, guys. Kevin, you still want me to just take point?
Yeah, just go ahead and you
Right
keep
on.
it. It's working. So.
Okay, guys. 5 questions coming at you in Marvel. Question number 1. Who helps Mystique locate Nightcrawler and later tells her of Magneto's return in X-Men Apocalypse?
Oh. I'm trying to remember.
5, 4.
Do you
Do
want
you
to
want to go multiple? We'll check down.
Multiple choice, please.
Is it A, Psylocke, B, Jean Grey, C, Havoc, or D, Caliban?
I'm thinking Psylocke sounds right to me. Do you have any inkling, Kevin?
Yeah, I'll go with Psylocke.
5.
We'll go Psylocke. Final answer.
That is incorrect, I'm afraid. So I'll go over to the other team. Was it A, Psylocke, B, Jean Grey, C, Havoc, or D, Caliban?
It's Caliban, right, Ryan?
Yeah, I was gonna say Caliban as well.
All right. Caliban, final answer.
It is Caliban. Good job.
Ah,
With a 1 point steal.
I forgot she was I think she worked with Caliban. Psylocke worked with Caliban.
Okay.
Question number 2. What is the name of the defense mechanism built by Agent K to protect Earth from the Boggledites in Men in Black 3?
Boggledites.
Boggledites.
What an awesome.
I would need to check down for this, Kevin. I honestly don't remember.
All right.
Multiple.
All right. Multiple choice you shall have. Is it A, Star Shoot, B, ArcNet, C, Trek Shield, or D, Moon Suit?
The one that jumped out to me was ArcNet, but I'm not at all confident in that answer. So, do you have any idea, Kevin?
It's either that I don't think it was Moonship because if I remember, I think Tim Curry was in the.
Can we get a repeat of the entire thing?
Yep.
Entire question. That is your second repeat.
Right.
Question number 2. What is the name of the defense mechanism built by Agent K to protect Earth from the Boggledites in Men in Black 3? Is it A, Star Shoot, B, ArcNet, C, Trek Shield, or D, Moon Suit?
What were you saying, Kevin? You think it's between ArcNet and which one?
No, I think with Moonship, but then I remember I don't know if it could be that because of the prison in the moon. That's why it kind of confused me a bit. I think it could be Starnet.
Which one was that?
4,
C.
3,
I think it was C.
2, 1.
Let's go C. Final answer. Let's just go for it.
That is incorrect, I'm afraid. So I'll go over to the other team. Was it A, Star Shoot, B, ArcNet, C, Trek Shield, or D, Moon Suit?
Oh,
ArcNet,
Yeah,
Ryan.
ArcNet. Yeah, it came back to me when they repeat the question. So yeah, we'll do ArcNet.
ArcNet, final answer.
ArcNet is correct. For the 1 point steal again. Alrighty, guys. Question number 3. What is the name of the incredibly obese vampire who works as the record keeper for the House of Erebus in Blade?
Oh, God.
Kevin, do you know this?
I'm blanking on this one for some reason. I actually could picture that it looking like the blob. I think we have to go multiple choice again.
Okay, multiple.
Multiple choice. Yes, sir. Is it A, Pearl, B, Jade, C, Ruby, or D, Amber?
Well, it's some gemstone.
See what I did there? Yeah, he sees.
I think Ruby.
Let's go Ruby. Final answer.
That is incorrect. So I'll go to the other team. Is it A, Pearl, B, Jade, C, Ruby, or D, Amber?
Pearl.
Yeah, I could also imagine him in that same. But yeah, it's Pearl.
Go ahead.
Pearl. Final answer.
That is again correct for the 1 point steal. Guys, we are at a bit of a situation now. It is 25-13. FalconZoid will need to hit at least 2 points out of these last 2 questions without giving up any steal opportunities, or we will be facing a knockout. Guys, question number 4. Who plays all 3 cousins and rival world leaders in The King's Man?
I haven't seen The King's Man yet. So, are you asking for multiple actors, or is this one actor?
It's one actor.
Okay.
Let's go multiple choice to this one then.
Sure.
Alrighty. Is it A, Jack Davenport, B, Tom Hollander, C, Aidan Gillen, or D, Bill Nighy?
Jack Davenport, final answer.
That is incorrect, I'm afraid. So I'll go to the other team. Is it A, Jack Davenport, B, Tom Hollander, C, Aidan Gillen, or D, Bill Nighy?
Is it
It's
Tom
Lord
Hollander?
Beckett. Yeah, Lord
Yeah,
Beckett
Tom
himself.
Hollander. Yeah, Tom Hollander.
Tom
Final
Hollander,
answer.
Final answer.
Tom Hollander is correct. Now, we will be issuing the other team their final round 2 question regardless. Guys, what does Frank Castle discover about Quentin Glass, Howard Saint's right-hand man in 2004's The Punisher?
That
He was
gay.
He was an informant.
Well, I think what he discovered was that he's gay. I thought.
Right, can you repeat the question?
Yes, that is your final.
One more last repeat. So, yeah.
What does Frank Castle discover about Quentin Glass, Howard Saint's right-hand man in 2004's The Punisher?
Okay, I was confused.
Yeah, he frames him, but it's that he's gay. Final answer.
Yeah.
That is correct for 2 points. But regardless, we have a 26-15 game right here. So a knockout win for Bros of Prey. Guys, that was a hell of a game. It all really came down to round 2. Kevin, let's move these guys out. Let's talk to our unfortunate second place losers here. Second place finishes here first, because they put up one hell of a match today.
You have us.
Righty, we'll start with the winners. Why not? I mean, they played a great game. Let's have them get the spotlight here first. Guys, that was an amazing game. It was really close in round 1, pretty much the whole way through. But you guys decided to put the foot on the gas in round 2, spin first. You got a category you weren't really sure on, but you navigated it very well, in spite of the 2-point steal. And it was those steals in their round 2 that really sealed the win for you guys. How you guys feeling?
Look, oh. I thought you were
I want to hear what you guys have to say. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, that first round, it was definitely a very tight game. I'm more kicking myself over not remembering David Leitch by confusing 2 different graphic novel based films that Charlize Theron does, but live and learn. And you know what? I'm actually, despite us getting the steals, I'm actually glad that we got directors and composers, because mostly in the past, I've always been not too comfortable with database questions, because it really does fall on 50-50, especially when it comes with Geek, with so many directors and composers collaborating on different projects. But yeah, we did well. I mean, both Alex and I, we misunderstood one question to where we thought, name the cast members who directed, but live and learn. And yeah, we got very lucky with the Marvel questions. It was very spread out. So that definitely gave us a good victory. I don't blame Kevin and Sam for going multiple choice on those. If I had not seen The King's Men, I too would have gone multiple choice.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Ryan is in mid-season form. It looks like he's just plowing through these questions. Alex, how do you feel with Ryan at your side, going through these questions? You in round 1, 7 points. You were pulling out a lot of these answers, especially those tough, like the Marvel Men in Black questions. So how are you feeling with Ryan at your side and moving through this tournament?
Oh, I feel great. I mean, I'm trying to remember. I know I've TKO'd a few people here. I think this is my first genuine knockout, which is very exciting for me. Yeah, I mean, this is you can probably try and beat us in round 1, but we had a 4-point lead coming out of it. It was very close, and I give them, the other team, lots of credit. We are a tough team to hang with in round one. We pull numbers in round one. And then just round two, Marvel is a big boy. Marvel is a big category, and keeping it, I mean, that's very brave. I mean, that is incredibly brave. I think that was maybe the second biggest category on the wheel besides directors and composers that, you know, we took and did pretty darn good with. Little, you know, sad about some unfortunate mistakes, some expensive mistakes, but we'll be back. There's always a next match. They'll be back. There's always a next match. They still, I think, have a chance to qualify for the number 2 spot. I hope they get it.
Very much so.
Yeah, as a wrestling fan, this is kind of like a New Japan block tournament where it's no one's out. It's all about the points.
Exactly. It's all about
We're
the
just
points.
getting
Speaking of
started.
points, you guys, I mean, 1 point for the victory, but another big point for the knockout. So you guys are on 2 points right now. Really good odds to advance. Sure, you guys were looking to advance, but this has really set you up nicely to move in further throughout the tournament. I just got to ask, give me one team you're really wanting to face in the latter stages of this tournament.
I have so many friends in this tournament.
Same here. I mean, a part of me wants to shoot my shot and, you know, want to call out Wookiee Mistake, which is Joe and David, who I have played. I know both of those men. I know they are dangerous. I've played Joe so many times. And David, we only had one time we faced each other. So I would love to see how we do in teams. But you know what? I actually want to play all the different competitors and the different teams out here, honestly. This really looks like this is kind of like a fun I'm doing another reference, like in the Jungle Book. This is like no, like in the Lion King. This is a fun group that we have here, a fun pride of players in this league. So I'm looking forward to playing against them. I'll even go to the Shadowlands and go against some of the people who like to live there.
There you go. I mean, there's certainly some people who
oh no, wait, there's also
occasionally
my old team partner Brittany as well, who I know she's in this tournament. So if I do come across her, I'd love to play against her as well. I've seen how much she's grown and how well she's doing. So she's definitely Tyler Birch and Wookiee Mistake. Those are two teams I would love to shoot. I would love to shoot my shot at, but in the meantime, I think for me and Alex, we kind of want to get our reps in. Honestly, we want to climb that tower.
I appreciate that.
Good start. 26-15 KO. So, Abel, anything else?
No, I just think you guys did a great job. It's your first time teaming up, but it's not your first time in the ring, and it shows. You guys have a great chemistry going on. Aside for that one little lapse in round 2, you guys were looking pretty fearless. So I'm really looking forward to see what else you guys can bring to this tournament. Definitely some other teams to look out for, but you're one of those right up there with a shot at the gold, I'll say.
All right,
you guys. We'll see you guys soon, and we'll bring in our second place team because
somebody has to finish second.
Don't get it twisted. These guys, right up until round 2, throughout round 1, they
were hanging.
A great match. So that shows you have a really good base level of knowledge to get through those questions one right after the other. It was just, I think, maybe a little bit of inexperience that might have done you in there in round 2. You know, you guys haven't played as a team yet. Sam, I know you haven't played in TeaMGeek at all yet, so might be a little unfamiliar with the way these questions get asked. But overall, I think you guys shouldn't be hanging your head. 15 points in 2 rounds is still really respectable. So how are you guys feeling?
I think that we did make a mistake by sticking with Marvel. I actually do think that in hindsight, and I wasn't thinking about, when I think about Marvel, I know it's not MCU, but I'm not thinking about movies like Men in Black or Kingsman when I think about Marvel movies. And it's, I think that there was some second guessing, the ArcLight or ArcNet, that was actually my impulse, and I actually should have. I think I should have pushed for that too. I think that we kind of second guessed ourselves, and I think that Kevin and I, if we're going to continue as a team, need to work on communication a little bit, because I kind of and I don't blame you at all, but I do wish that you would kind of talk to me about the Kingsman casting thing before just like going in there with the final answer, to be honest, because Tom Holland did kind of sound right to me when I heard that choice, but I mean it's okay. It's a live and learn situation.
Yeah, it's more like anything. I did see the Kingsman, but it's like when I was like, I feel with his face. I'm like, yeah, I know his face. And then when I saw like remember the name, I knew I'm like, it's not Bill Nighy. I know his fake structure. He's not in there, and I'm thinking, huh. So I'm really like, okay, fine. And it was him. It was the one I got, and Tom Holland, I think, were the two 50-50 I saw. So I was thinking, it's gotta be one of the two. So I pretty much
I think that just shows your it is growing pains as a team. So I think that definitely next time we'll see you, you'll be in better form.
It's just communication. Like you should have bounced it off of me. So like because like I was leaning towards Tom Hollander, and if you were kind of between those, I probably would have said maybe lean towards.
Yeah, I think that was my fault when he said like you didn't like. Oh, you did say like, so that means it's probably on me then. I'm like, I should have communicated.
I do understand that too, and I'm not blaming you necessarily, but I also think in hindsight we should have spun away from Marvel. Like I should have actually looked at the document and seen all the movies that were on Marvel, because that was also on me for not doing that. Like, because I didn't even know that Kingsman was based on a Marvel comic.
Oh, that
it's things like that,
Marvel's
a bunch of movies in there. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, Marvel's a heavy category. So
you guys, let's be honest, you guys did a really good job, and hey, you're not out of this. Okay, you still got 2 more matches to go, plenty of opportunities to advance through the tournament, which I would love to see you guys do, because I think once you get that act straight, you guys could be really a sleeper team in this tournament, which is always great to see.
I was proud of our round one, even though we were a little bit behind. I was proud of our round one. I think we had a good round one, and I was proud of that steal, the Star Trek director's steal. I thought that was a good 2-point steal. So,
and like I said, that shows some great base knowledge, and that's all you have to work off of. So, hey guys, thank you so much for playing tonight, and I would love to see you guys again. I will see you guys again, because we will be moving forward with the tournament momentarily. Kevin,
all right.
Pluck these eyes out of here, and let's put a bow on it.
Let's do it. Hell of a match.
Give me your final thoughts.
Final thoughts. You could definitely see that Kevin and Sam were, in this. They brought their A game in round one. They just had some communication errors. Some of those first match. When you're going with somebody you haven't ever gone, side to side with.
Battle with.
Yeah, exactly. You haven't gone to battle with yet. You just have to grow with them. But I guarantee you, by the end of this group stage, you'll see a whole different FalconZoid, and they'll be taking teams to round 3, because they were hanging with Bros of Prey until like a small swing in round 1. So
very much so.
They're
like you said, I think they brought their A games as individuals, maybe not as much as a team, but that is something they can definitely work on. On the other hand, Bros of Prey, don't take anything away from them, because they played a great game. You can see they have the knowledge, they have the will. Looks like they're having fun together as well, which is great to see. And they work well off of each other. So I think that is a deadly combination right there.
I think that they're actually a team that even though they haven't worked together, but they just communicate so well, that FalconZoid could even learn from in this match and just take it to their next match. And just
you can see some veteran status versus some newcomer status right there. Is I think what did the trick here today. Kevin, thank you so much. That was another great match, and I got to get to bed. It's late.
I hear you. Everybody check out all the matches that we have uploaded. Last week, we just uploaded the first 3 matches in the tournament. So go check them out on the YouTube channel. Give us a like, share, subscribe. The Fun Prepared versus the Golden Thieves match. You don't want to miss that one. That's a funny, awesome match. So just go check that one out and give us a like. Anyway, we're gonna close this thing out. Abel, close us out, buddy.
I got to get to bed, like I told you. So, guys,
You're
we'll
done.
see you
You're
next
done.
time. We got this.
All right, keep geeking out, guys.
See you later.